What is this? It is Dark Souls 3. That's not Anno. Oh, that's mainly because I want to do Anno tomorrow. For me to win this quite loud. But I know it's not as bad in the stream. Yeah, Aldrich the Dancer and Upper Lothric. Most noticeably, ideally, the Dragonslayer Armor. Taking a page out of... I hear him. Could you not? I mean, honestly though. Could you not? I know this is... Oh! So they cannot enter. It is the forbidden area. Kill me? No. All these partial parries. All of them. What? Really don't want to die to this. Gosh, that was painful. Yeah, let's do that again. Let's do it better this time. Thanks, I guess, game. Need to deal with him before his buddy... The Ornstein moves. A little better without having to resort to the cheesy side area. So yeah. after that hell of a start. Henri only opens from inside, and I spent quite a lot of time on the staircase. Playthroughs of yore. Just because of the proof of Concord kept that they can drop. At reach. I should remember this time to mention, not as I'm finishing up, but as I'm getting started, that I actually have been putting timestamps and chapters into the Dark Souls videos for convenience sake. To make these a little easier to digest for people not or only partially interested in my lack of ability. Now, it's not that there wasn't anything going on yesterday for the YouTube audience, but I spent my day playing very badly Age of Wonders 4, which is also the reason why I'm a tad late today. I got kinda caught up in a game aside to just the going ons around here. For today, the title already gives an idea. I want to kill Aldrich. Horrible, horrible Aldrich. Ideally, at least. And I will naturally continue on to the dancer, which should be comparatively easy. And I do really want to make enough progress to face the Dragonslayer Armor at least, so I can finally Could you not? Maybe? What? Oh, hi. So used to having silver knights in this place. All the fireballs caught me off guard. Well, you are not a mimic. You're an Estus shard? Oh, hi. Once again, me and my expectations. I thought he only jumped down. So I went for the door. That's clearly not the case. Seems kinda docile. Took a chomp out of me. And now seems kinda content. What's wrong with you, my boy? How much damage will this deal? Seems... Well, he was a bit confused. Don't want to be cursed, please. Thanks, no. Well, that's why. Thinks it's a basilisk. It's an ambush spider. Oh, that's bad. Why did I put my sword away? Fumbling all over the place. Hey guys. Could you not? Moonlight arrows? Now what happened? Ah, it's blocked. At this point I know better than to not spend my souls. At least before I try my hand at Aldrich.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me, take none.
Yeah, 25, that's gonna...
Farewell, Ashen One.
It's gonna have to be it for a while, I think. Greirat's still out and about.
Ah, 'tis good. What need?
What needs Smithender there? Could Smith... the Belvine needs... Normal Titanite shards. Need Twinkling for these. I really should be using the Crest Shield. Then again, Aldrich does a lot of fire damage if you let him. Great that, though I'm not using it. There's nothing to repair.
Pretty big, I don't.
So, just gonna... Yeah, I got the coal. Coal used to weapon infusion. It is said that the giant blacksmith of Anor Londo was once the blacksmith of the gods. Give to the blacksmith the shrine to allow the use of gems for lightning, simple, and chaos. Quite the selection. Oh yeah, and the Easterner's ashes.
Ah, 'tis good. What need?
Give him the coal.
My. The coal of that peaceable giant. Seems like ages passed. I imagine his passing was long ago. I miss the old bugger, I do. My thanks. I'll be sure this coal is put to good use. I'll be smithing weapons never afore seen by the likes of ye. It's but a small service to pay my humble respects.
Yes.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
How may I be of service?
Give the umbral ash.
Gracious. Passing fine ash thou'st given. I only...
So, anything nice? I remember buying a couple of the pine resins. Nothing. Oh, the embrace armor. And the Easterner set. Jingles. Jingle jangle. The wood grain ring. One for the correction. Charcoal. Might as well. I have a bone shard? No. Let's do this to the best of my ability, which is likely gonna be about none. So I can leave Anor Londo. Should be able to just, yeah. Don't want Anri. Mistimed that. Ember now, I feel? Yeah, he is embered. Didn't realize it was that one. But that's the hell of errors that I've so many problems with. I don't like him. He's mean. Bob and weave. unembered. Ah. Was asking for that one. Don't really want to do this unembered. Going to be bad enough at this without the buff, or even with the buff. Up there. Ah, it's still also the bloblets. But of course I should really change my rings. Come on, Aldrich. Just leave me alone. Thank you.
The fire fades and awaits its one last lord. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
She could be a little less aggressive about porting you out.
Please save his soul.
I mean, I get it's meant to. I should have teleported to the shrine to show you where you need to go next. And they activate a bonfire for you, but I would have preferred to Would have been nice if they did that any other way.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then take no.
Men from these sovereignless souls. 2 points in strength, please.
Farewell, I may the flame.
Skyty. Poor old Ludlov, who would have had to sit next to Aldrich. Cinders of a lord, left by Aldrich, devourer of gods. If the lords will not return to their thrones themselves, let them return as cinders. Aldrich became a lord by devouring men, but was disillusioned with his throne, and so took to devouring gods instead. Which is the great, grand scheme of Sullivan. When Aldrich ruminated on the fading of the fire, it inspired visions of a coming age of the deep sea. He knew the path would be arduous, but he had no fear. He would devour the gods himself. Throne of Aldrich covered in a blanket because it would have been messy. And it still is quite. Now that's not the skull of Gwyndolin. It's the giant sludge snake. Or turd, if you will. It's Aldrich.
And a fine day it is. So.
There's the Life Hunt Scythe. Miracle of Aldrich, devourer of gods. Aldrich dreamt as he slowly devoured the god of the dark moon. In his dream he perceived the form of a young, pale girl in hiding. So, if nothing else, Gwyndolin knew of Priscilla. The Dark Moon longbow. Of Dark Moon Gwyndolin, who was gradually devoured by Aldrich. The golden bow is imbued with a powerful magic and is most impressive of moonlight arrows.
Now.
So. Guess you could say this makes it canon that the illusion of Guinevere was shattered at some point. But then again, if Gwyndolin was discovered and caught, then naturally the illusion would have been cast aside. The sludge of... Well, in a way, all of this is probably Aldrich. There's all the bodies left for him to devour. Take the human-sized elevator. First things first, let's take the roundabout way. See if there is an item. I think the item I am thinking of is only in the old game. And there's always the chance that there's a... The orbs quivering. Sun Princess ring. Now, if Rosaria is really the daughter of Guinevere, it's not that off. Not that far off that Leonard.
Well, never expected to see you here. Felt sorry for the poor thing in all her festering glory. And now you want to ravage her soul as well.
I want a miracle. Oh, yikes, that hurt.
The seeds of the mess. I, Leonard, swear to roused the goddess. No one will despoil her soul. Certainly no beast wrapped in human skin.
Oh, you have no idea.
Flesh enough for a sick beast.
Not in this case.
Blessed Rosaria.
I'll take the Ember and I'll take my leave. Crescent Moon Sword and the Silver Mask. More importantly, picked up one of my favorite rings in the game. No matter how useless it may seem, if you read the actual text. Because it's not the best ring in the world, not by any means, but I do like it still. With the tendency of the game to break your ankles at any opportunity it gets, I do myself enjoy the Sun Princess ring. It takes at a mere 2 HP per second, if you go by the wiki. But still, saves you an Estus or two. Ring associated with Gundyr, Princess of Sunlight and the eldest daughter of Gwyn, the First Lord. The ring is vaguely warm, like a beam of sunlight, and gradually restores HP. Guinevere left her home for a great many other deities and became a wife and mother, raising several heavenly children. 3 to be exact. 3 daughters at least. Probably a couple of sons as well. The soul of Rosaria, mother of rebirth, stolen by Ringfinger Leonard. Her soul is very oddly twisted. Returned as to her extant corpse, and Mother Rosaria was spring back to life, as if nothing had ever happened. However, you can also get the bountiful sunlight miracle. The miracles of Guinevere, loved as both mother and wife, bestow their blessing on a great many warriors.
Now.
With that, it's time to face the dancer. Where the hound prowls, the dancers never fall. As we shall come to see. Now this could either go by incredibly quickly, or take ages. And there's no real telling what will happen. They can't come in here. I think magic damage is what the game wants you to use, but or lightning maybe even.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a law.
The Basin of Vows. Could it maybe even be... she used... That's poison. Don't think she can bleed. I'll just go with fire. Let's set the room on fire. Stop running away. Oh, that's not the Estus. Or it could just be over in a flash. Beautiful, beautiful dancer fight.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then take no.
Two more strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
On my way over to 40. 32. 32. The Dancer's Soul. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. The Pontiff Sullivan bestowed a double-slashing sword upon a distant daughter of the former royal family, ordering her to serve first as a dancer, and then as an outrider knight, the equivalent to exile.
Aha, so.
Humiliation in every regard. The miracle of Guinevere, the princess cherished by all, bestowed their blessing on a great many warriors. The immediate link to Guinevere. Paired enchanted swords that Pontiff Sullivan bestowed upon the dancer of the Boreal Valley. These blades, symbolic to the dancer's vows, are enchanted by dark magic in the right hand and fire in the left, mirroring the Pontiff. That's a fun weapon. I played that one at some point in the past, and I really enjoyed it.
Ah, how may I be of service?
Although I do have to say, I don't really have the... not stamina, but the general... At some point I always lose interest in dual wield. The Dancer's Armor. The black eyes of the Pontiff eventually transformed the dancer into a beastly creature, her armor fusing with her own hide. The mirage-like Aurora Veil is said to be an article of the old gods, permitted only for direct descendants of the old royal family. There's also the Smo's armor set. Grotesque armor associated with Smo, the last knight to stand in defense of the ruined cathedral. Boasts extremely high defense and can be donned by humans, but not without grave difficulty.
Ashen One.
I get the distinct feeling Greirat died. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not think that was possible. Or I did not remember. But seeing he's not back, I have an inkling where he is. Hey girls. Oh yeah. That's Greirat, isn't it? Ah, yes. Well, he had a good run. Probably not. Hmm. Oh, that's my fault. I don't think he's important in that regard, but
How
she's gonna tell me that's still warm.
delicious and awfully warm at that. Almost as if it had lived mere moments ago.
Nah.
Forgive an old woman's idle prate. I'm sure an ashen one such as thee would never indulge such base contrivances. Ashen one.
Now she sells Greirat's stash that all he managed to get.
Ah,
Which I should actually have a look at. The somewhat slightly cheaper options. Titanite scales. Large shards. All the weapons and shields. Sure to miss out on something, but no changing that now. Just gonna have to deal with that. Well, that's not the goal, is it? The goal is the Dragonslayer Greataxe. Which is the next place on the list. We shall place the Basin of Vows and watch as the statue beheads itself. Chink. Why wouldn't you have a statue filled with blood in your castle? It's not like you could have a simpler way to descend that ladder. Oh well, a simpler way into the upper cathedral, or the upper cathedral, the upper Lothric area. Now that is the exit to this entrance. Oh, well, that is the exit to the entrance. Oceiros and everything associated with him will be a little bit later down the line. I want to point out how badly everything hurts. Oh, he has loads of HP. That's why you need to kill the healer first. Good you. Ah. one is the worst by far. He knows all the tactics. Ah. Be lying if I said this isn't how it usually went the first time I get around here. Eek. Large shard. Large soul. It's what, 8k? There's another one. Kill him first. I'm here. There's another healer. I remember correctly. Yeah, put your shield down, thank you very much. And a chunk. You are now officially in Chunkland. Of course, Chunk City. Is the dragon place. The shrine. Archdragon Peak is what I'm trying to say and failing at. And always hobbling back home to the shrine to get another point in strength. Stats that do not all that much just yet.
Home, I should speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then take nourishment.
It'll be hard enough to wield the axe. In the beginning anyway. Lothric Castle. Prayer set. A hint that the world is now looking slightly differently. pilgrim butterflies now up in the sky. Come on. Just... forward momentum. More chunks. Oh, no you don't. There's something much worse to deal with. The twin axes. Exactly for that reason. It's deceptively mobile. Chonky boy. The Winged Knight set, dreaming of angelic tidings. Now, Winged Knights being comically designed as they are, I'm sure for most people it came as a, maybe not shock, but at least as a surprise when they first saw the actual Winged Knights. And of course, the dark sign. The world itself going hollow. Could you not, you know? That doesn't even... that's not even enough. Halberd. More chunks. What happened to him? Just move around? Oh yeah, he just moved around. Just light the bonfire, don't sit. Oh, that's just the way down. Down, down, down. Need to... One dragon's almost half asleep. There's moments of stuff like this where the ring of the... or the sun ring shines most bright. Woohoo. Just slightly broke my ankle. I did not have to. Great Lands. Double Great Lands is a funny little meme build. It was at least in a PvP. Hi. Yeah, they are loud. And that guy likes to, or can turn into one of these things. Ouch. Combat awareness is still really bad. The fact that I didn't really notice that I still had the talisman equipped. Kind of a big deal. Lightning urns. Not just two. Missing at least one. Nope. Been missing 3 actually. Turns out I've been missing 3. Ah. God damn it, boy! Or in moments like these when I cannot heal otherwise. There's a ring in that place as well, I'm pretty sure. Probably... maybe... I should get the... It's a bone shard even. I wanted to say yes to shard, just didn't. Yeah, I got the bone shard first. And now I can actually move on. And I should equip black fire bombs, I think. Methinks. Hey guys, I'll see you in a bit. God, they are being annoying today. The Hunter's Charms. Well, that's what you get. That is what you get. Oh, we're still gonna... No real need to kill these two, aside from making a way back down easier on yourself. Oh, come on. You're a little annoying wretch. Can't say I remembered him. Oof! At least not initially. Oof. Oof, I was just prepared for the mimic. Scratching sound down here is the... well, that's not a mimic. The other one... one of them's a mimic. Spirit tree. The mimic's up top, isn't it? Above this place. Don't try to explode. Well, better they hit me than the black powder. Would that have killed me? Hadn't blocked that. So that's one of the horriblenesses. Herb. Chunk. Chunk, I say. Chunke. That dragon is that dragon. So now, also puts him out of commission, I believe. At least when it comes to actively burning the bridge. Again, a lot of this has been quite a long time since I did it. So I did it last, so yeah, he's just scenery now. There's the new shortcut. Black fire bombs, that's good. Now I'm missing one. If I want to just do the same thing with the second dragon bit. Like, no, you don't. It's trying to. Nah, I didn't throw the knife. I did not do it. It was the other guy. But that is a mimic. Pale pine. Oh, it's one of these. Backwards mimics are so it's not even creepy, they're just there's the shortcut. Watch Silver, very traveler. So, and at that point now, I might as well quickly head back to the shrine, invest. Invest all the stuff I just got. What's the shortest way? Oh, that is the shortest way. I got an additional bone charm. Bone shard, not charm.
Welcome home, speak. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
Up there.
Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
35. Still 5 more levels to go.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Ah, have Ashen One.
Losing Greirat is kinda... It's really sad. Well, that's what I get for being a dumb. Tune... Can I tune something else even? Not really. Life on Scythe needs 22. Normal Gnaw. Med Heal. Soothing Sunlight. Replenishment. Bountiful Sunlight's kinda nice. Replenishment's probably a better version. At the very least, I'm making good progress in Lothric Castle. He's out for the count. Now, after saying this, I'm going to die. Going to die against the knights down here. Nah. Could you not? I can feel the other guy approaching. Could one of you maybe just turn around? Now the other guy rebuffed and starts sprinting at me. Ooh. It's just fishing for that opening. They do like leaving themselves open from time to time. Just as much as I do. It'll be a very different game once I get my weapon. The dead knights, quite literally walking on coffins. Wanna try again? Ah. You'd think it would be easier to parry the slow attacks. And I guess that's true for most people, but not for me. And then I was out of stamina. Because all the stats I need are in the wrong categories. Once I get my Dragonslayer axe, the game's actually gonna start. It's not really gonna change much, probably. It's just how things like this usually are. These are. Things like these usually are. Oh. If tactic number 1 actually fighting fails, it's always tactic number 2. Just getting out of dodge. Rotty-dotty-dotty-daw. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not a Titanite scale. Yeah, you keep watch back there. You do that. A tearstone ring. I want that item, but I want the shortcut first. Shortcut's on the other side. Sunlight metal. It's gonna be a pain to farm these. Hey guys. Shortcut's now open for business. Send it back down. Surely I'm gonna need to have it down. Yay. Chunk. Chunk, chunk. Chunky. So... And the place with the mimic. What? No? No? No, that's just lying around here. Good God. Why is my mimic? Oh no, that is the mimic. That's the mimic. Hope that's wanted to actually. Could we maybe not fight wedged into a corner? It's gonna eat me. Barely did not eat me. That kick can take your head off. A sunlight straight sword. Imbued with the strength of lightning. This featureless longsword contains the very power of the sun. Perhaps it is a relic of one-sided adoration. Oh, poor Solaire. Oh, somebody noticed. Oh, that's another broken ankle. So, as the pilgrim butterflies take a beautiful flight, it's time to get crossbowed, because they have not yet learned that nobody likes crossbow guys. It's like nobody's. Oh, great. That's another broken ankle. Titanite chunk. Wanted to kick him off, but guess that'll do. Do you remember this being kinda sorta rough? Don't know. Oop. Ah, because of the knight at the other end, the knight's ring. Hey, Dudekins. Bravely ran away. Yuck. That explains why I remembered it being rough. Rough. Have a sunlight medal. Whoa. The altar of sunlight. Going to become a sunbro. Because I need the whatchamacallit. Need the miracle. That's the old king's garden below. Which ultimately leads to the Untended Graves. Ring? No, a chime. Kaifa's chime. Should sacred chime blessed by Kaifa, goddess of tears. Rare even amongst Karim clerics. Affected by intelligence, a rare thing for miracle catalysts, and also agreeable for miracles that lean towards the dark. Its existence is concealed in the name of the Archbishop, as it is an anathema. Anathema? Let's head out of here. Gonna level.
Come home, I shall speak thine heart's desire.
Once again.
Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment.
36.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Slowly coming together.
Ah, 'tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this?
Don't have any shards. Could make this to a +10, but that would just be wasteful. At least not, or at least while I
don't want it.
only have one Titanite slab, which I do want to.
Ah, how may I be of service?
I want to save it for what's it? For my Greataxe. 8k. I could buy a couple of these.
Ashen One.
Yep. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I need to enter the first. It's probably a slightly longer way to run. But it's safer with the lift. Just about 1.5 hours so far. Now there is another fairly easily accessible Estus shard in Oceiros. There's another toxic swamp ahead, which is just grand. See ya. 32. Let's get knocked off. Dragonslayer Armor. Woo! That's the move I want. Butterflies don't like me being here. Hey. Down go the pilgrim butterflies. For the handful of people who don't know the game, they are called pilgrim butterflies because they hatch, or are supposedly hatching from the pilgrims. There is again the whole idea of this, well, there's this root-like general theme to their bodies. In a similar vein to the roots that are sprouting from underneath the pilgrim's humps. Or hump-like backs. Going to quickly pick up the... should be a chunk or two around here. And I might as well also get the next bonfire. As there is the strange little loading zone set up for the Great Archives. Now, something you can only really make out once you have a closer look at the pilgrim butterflies is their bodies are basically backwards. But according to old artwork, this is a change to what they had originally intended. But well, Dark Souls 3 had a lot of intended mechanics that never quite made it. Like, there was supposed to be a time system in Dark Souls 3, day and night cycle, like what we finally got in Elden Ring.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Later on.
Very well, then take nourish.
I can level twice, 38.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And the pilgrim butterflies were originally meant to be flying primordial serpents. At least there is concept art for that. But the primordial serpents, well, a lot of concept art, but primordial serpents makes them look kind of goofy because they were supposed to have a body. And well, just simply the idea of having calves and framps sprout from the pilgrims is kind of redonkulous. Oh no, I don't. I backed out too far. Bloodlove, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just recalled that I wanted to have another look at the Dragonslayer Armor. The Dragonslayer Armor, controlled by the pilgrim butterfly, lost its master long ago, but still remembers their sporting hunts. Oh, sporting they were, and sporting they will be. The Dragonslayer Greataxe. Melted iron Greataxe that once formed part of the Dragonslayer Armor, thickly imbued with the power of lightning. Use skill to draw upon the technique used to slay the Archdragon. Yes. And there's also the Great Shield, melted iron shield that once formed part of the Dragonslayer Armor. The shield offers high protection to lightning, which Dragonslayer commanded as his own, and its skill has faint echoes of the Dragonslayer's own fighting style. Yeah, the shield bash, whilst nice to have, is a bit impractical. If you're having two-hand weapon, but yes. .40 strength requirement, we're up to 80. Equip load, 72 medium, or that's still not. Oh, that's kind of bad. That is bad. Still, Andre?
Ah, 'tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
Reinforce. Need to reinforce me my weapon. That's 1. That's 2. Another 4. 8. And I'm just barely short of upgrading it from. Now this is the point, I guess, where the floodgates open and I'll use at least all the non-boss souls. That's 50k.
Ah, 'tis good to see. What needs smithing this day?
Oh, I don't know. My large axe and a titanite slab. And I can upgrade my Belvine as well. Rolling is not an option right now.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls. Farewell, may the...
How many more is this? Another 40k. So, and that...
Speak. Very well, then take no...
I do want the option to use it one-handed, although just by the nature of the weapon, it's not what I want to do anyway. Just a measly 3 hits. gonna chunk people, but the actually important part is this. 1, 2. I can get 3 hits out of my current FP amount. You'd like to get a 4th, but 3 is plenty. 3 is plenty. It's much more important to have the stamina for 3 in a row. Hey, Arena.
Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale?
Yes. Oh, I might wanna. Betrayal, Divine Tome of Lothric. Filled with miracles for use by knights. It is said that no paladin inside Lothric Castle could fall, owing to the divine protection they enjoyed.
Oh, Champion of Ash, do you wish to hear a tale?
Yes.
Oh, now I can tell tales of what fun.
What fun we will have. Blessed weapon, magic barrier.
Have a pleasant, I pray.
I just want to use a couple more souls, Irina, please. It's another 40k.
Oh, champ, do you wish to? Thank you ever so. May your solemn duty conclude in triumph.
That is also a good move. Does have a nice amount of hyper armor.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire. Very well,
Level
then touch
up.
the take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Not endurance, I need vitality. Now is the point where I need vitality.
Farewell, Ashen.
Not quite. Not quite. But... if I do this for a little while... Or maybe I can... Yeah, just... I could just put on a normal pair of pants. Doesn't look too different. Gets about the same outcome. So, time for a little detour. It's gonna be and that's why the weapon is so great. Oh, I love it. It does. It hits like a truck. Not sure if it was. New game plus Abyss Watchers is gonna be hilarious. Don't like the order they are in, which is maybe a silly thing to say, but I do tend to have the one I switch out most often, which is the Sun Princess ring in the front slot. And those that I don't want to switch out towards the back. Now, Chloranthie is a staple, naturally. But I'm not a big fan of the Prisoner's Chain, so I don't think I'll use that one. But not sure how he'll react to my new axe. It's a bit. He seems distracted. Could say it makes it too easy, but then again. Who's really? It's a lot of stuff I can just... Oh, it's toxic even. Maggot sounds. They do like using maggot sounds for swamps. Probably left an impression. Claw and a shadow stuff. Before he transforms. I know for sure there's more people who can transform around a dark gem. Chonk, chonk, chonk. Just tank through the pain. Where is the snail? Most definitely, at least one more. A little closer than I wanted it to be. Oof, oof, oof. All the chunks. Chunky. I need to survive what's coming up. It's easier said than done. Shortcut is oh so near. It's oh so near. Hi. Ah, then again. Just open the door before anything happens. Yep, and there we are. Another chunk in hand. Now, of course, chunks. Well, it's not terrible. They don't actually mean much anymore. Scales. Gonna need another load of them. Bonfire last rested out, please, because I can head out. And bring my ruinous powers to Oceiros. Shield would be best. I don't have the magic one. What do I? No, lightning, spirit. A knight's shield engraved with a crest depicting a spirit tree. One of the enchanted blue shields. Spirit tree crest shield greatly reduces lightning damage. Yeah, it's the... I'd need magic. It's another big aspect of the Greataxe. It's just the... Oh, you did not want to do that, my... Well, maybe they did want to do that. So which side is the exit? It's this one. Assumed King's Garden. Dragon Scale Ring against backstabs. Wanna maybe fight me up here? Cathedral Knight Helm, Bucket Helm, hey. Hey, my dude. Oh. Somehow they always manage to find these couple of centimeters to hit me. The magic stone plate ring, yeah, that's... The lullaby actually is. Oceiros will be the third of the 4 kings that encompass very different aspects of the game. We face being a stand-in for Sif and magic. Mad King Oceiros. Source for much pain of the dynasty.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up.
Blind.
For he is all that I have.
He might charge me to death. Or I might smash him. Oh!
Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons.
That's surprisingly little. I guess I should just axe him. Ooh. And then I just started smashing the hell out of these bosses. So, yeah. And then the turn of the tide shifted drastically. The turn of the tide. What?
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nothing.
I need vitality, and I need loads of it. Should be able to get to 36. Oh. Do these say how much they give? No, they do not. You use one to get an idea. 3k! That's... Yeah, I just used all of them. That would have been... Alright, then again I might get 2 levels out of it. Do have all of these as well, after all. So that's what I've been saving all these souls for.
Very well, then take nothing.
25.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Fairly high level now. Can I equip the Alba leggings again? Yes, I can. Quite comfortably so, even. But yeah, I'll... The difficult part is having both the large shield, the very heavy armor set, and the axe. Right now, it's fairly chill with just the one thing. Now, if you're confused as to what just happened, King Oceiros, the father of Lothric, Oceiros went mad trying to harness his royal blood for a greater purpose, leading him to the heretics of the Grand Archives, where he discovered the twisted worship of Sif the Pale Drake. Oh, Sif. What can we learn from him? The White Dragon Breath. Sorcery of the deluded consumed King Oceiros. Sif's research seemed to strike a chord with the old Big Hat, who in his mad, disrobed state made divine works such as this his own. Oceiros was no doubt edified by this. The Moonlight Greatsword. Legendary dragon weapon associated with Sif the Pale Drake. Oceiros, the consumed king, was infatuated with the search for moonlight, but in the end it never revealed itself to him.
Now.
It was an interesting way to put it. Oh, I have an Estus Flask shard, which I'm now going to make as into Ashen Estus.
It is good to see ye in good health. What needs?
Reinforce, yes. It's just the one, yeah. A lot Estus. And I might want to have it like this.
I don't want.
We tend to have 3 Ashen Estus flasks by the end. Just, yeah. Oceiros, the consumed king. With the bloodline of Lothric being special, at least in some way, perhaps fairly loosely related to some degree to the old lords, with the linking of the fire approaching, the bloodline of Lothric clearly made an attempt to create something special. And to me it always seemed like Prince Lothric, who is considered a frail and sickly being, much like very unlike his brother, who is the warrior, the strong, powerful type, who slew demons in his youth, got crippled for it, but managed still to actually fight against the demon threat to a degree that a lot of people are unable to. With both children, it always felt like they were they had been tampered with in some degree, likely, with the dragon blood, and their father being obsessed enough to hide himself away in his gardens and slowly turn himself into a dragon with the help of probably the scholars of the old archives, who also fell to dragon worship, more or less fell to Sif. Now Sif, for veterans of the series well known, is a scrupulous and somewhat unhinged individual who probably lost a good chunk of his rationality and sanity whilst trying to reproduce the undying stone scales of his brethren, as he was famously a scaleless dragon, an albino as well, sightless even. And by the times of Dark Souls 1, one could consider him half dragon, half slug, and half crystal. Yeah, I know what I just said. So Oceiros, who clearly ventured a little bit too deep into along the path that Sif trailed all those millennia ago, sought in himself the strength of dragons. Now, a lot of these individuals, a lot of the main characters, those who exert a large amount of influence across the lands, all are trying to come to terms with the fading of the fire in a way. And a lot of the larger players either have their own designs for how to continue with this world or what should happen all in all, and most of them are vastly different. Aldrich, who dreamt of an entirely new age, which, the age of the deep sea. There is the fan theory that sometimes pops up again all over the place, is that he dreamt of Bloodborne, which, good job Aldrich, that's probably not much better. There's the couple of steadfast loyalists who want to link the fire. There are those who wish to just have it snuffed out. There's Uria and the Hollows of Londo, who would like to see a true hollow, sit the throne as a new eminence, as a new king to usher in the age of humanity and dark. There's those who would just want to have it all crumble and fade to dust. And then there's people like Oceiros as well, who apparently saw the only sensible answer to turn himself into a dragon and go try to find the power of the dragons and make it their own. Now, it's a well-known piece of trivia that he is actually holding a baby. It's just not textured because of USK and rating issues probably all over the world. Australia probably would have just flat out banned the game, which, well, is not that hard it's not that hard for a video game to be banned entirely in Australia, but it's probably one of the reasons why he is just cradling an invisible child. But sure there's something wrong with Ocelot as well. And he does, for the first half of the fight, or third of the fight, he cradles Ocelot by his side, and he does his best to protect him, use magic, and then he grows more and more angry and loses himself more and more, and he smashes Ocelot into the ground. And then he goes full on frenzy, which, well, he got chomped. But to be fair, it is a dragon slaying weapon. It is. Now you know this. You can more or less reproduce the Dragonslayer Greataxe in Elden Ring. This is by far and wide my favorite weapon in the game. Just for its simplicity. I like lightning damage. I like big ol' two-handed weapons that are unrealistically large and sturdy. So yeah, downright surprising. It took kind of a long time to notice how much I like the Greataxe. Again, New Game Plus is gonna be funny. Oceiros didn't actually take that much damage from the weapon art compared to some other enemies, but oh well. There's also we are in the family crypt, more or less. There's also, where it should be noted, that the whole, basically every large stone in this boss arena is covered in writing. So it might be epitaphs, it might be his own mad ravings and writings carved into the stone around him as he tried to make head or tails of the dragon transformation. Oh yeah, and I might as well move the belt line to my main hand now, because I'm not gonna won't be able to buff my main hand anyway, considering it's now a pre-infused weapon. Harbors lightning damage. There's Dragonkin. Someone painstakingly imported, probably. Abducted from Archdragon Peak. They are... Oh well, they are more snake than dragon, so they are probably more affiliated with Sif as well. So, Path of the Dragon, one of the Dragon Knights. Titanite Scale. I always found this place to be clever, having the illusory wall in the back. The chest is for chests that's normally, or for chests how they are normally placed in front of walls, it is quite far out compared even to this one, because there is already the little steps leading up. And of course there's the rubble from the broken wall. So I can say I found this on my own the first time I played the game. Of course, this is one of the more mind-boggling places to go. The Untended Graves. Because do they make sense in the story? Not really. There's a lot of different variations as to what we are looking at currently. If it's the Age of Darkness having just begun. So 3 died instantly and 1 didn't survive. 1 survived. Yeah. Or it is one of the main reasons why it's easy to believe the Could you maybe not? Their input reading. They are input reading. Ah! He scratched my shoulder and I died. Ugh. Dogs. Still the worst nightmare of any Ashen One. And we're chosen undead. They need to head up there. Oh, come on. That's what you get. And that's for you. No, have another. Oh, I said have another. Yuck. Gosh darn dogs. Let's quickly try to fight the lizard. Oh, just one. You missed. 'Kinda worked out. Felt like he cut his jump short. Five hits for a lizard. For a grown lizard. Am I right in assuming that there should be a ring in one of the new game pluses? take this off. Let's find out how hard the invasion goes. Hey girl. Ah, too early. Just a fraction too early. Bye. I probably need to reset the or reload the area to get the item, don't I? Fading soul of a corpse. No? Or is there stuff at placed somewhere now? They hurt. Who even was that? A saber? What? Hidden blessing. Oh. Don't you dare kill me. Yeah, that's saber. Oh, let's get hit in the head. Like my man Gundyr. He's been waiting for an eternity. I don't really want to use the Estus, but start off with a bang. It's gonna get more aggressive any moment now. Ooh, he did not like that. kicked him in the... Yeah. I do think that's how most fights might go now. For a little bit. Might as well put more points into... I also need... Right now I could level stamina for a little bit.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desired. Very well, then touch the take nourishment.
These sovereignless souls. We could do it like this. 21, 26.
Farewell.
Don't have a lot. Back to champion Gundyr. Oh, did not look at the soul just yet. There is also the idea, which is probably the most sensible of all, that this is a different time, that this is before, long before the events of Dark Souls 3, considering the Udex has not yet been around long enough to be infested with the seeping humanity. Once a champion came to the festivities and was greeted by a shrine without fire and a bell that would not toll. And yeah, if I believe correctly, there's a special interaction with the Shrine Handmaiden if you go to Udex, to the Firelink Shrine and talk to her here before you... Hello? Black Knight gauntlets. Aren't they? Where are they? Oh. The knights served the First Lord Gwyn and followed him into the flame upon its linking. They became ash, but still wander the realms to this day. It's an interesting take on making the Black Knights of Gwyn to basically Ashen Ones of old. Dog alert, dog alert. What, dog alert? Or is it just, no? Axe alert. Was just axe. The Horned Ring. Placed to rest by the side the sword of Oceiros. Once again. Of all great knights to greatsword is probably the one that has the easiest time of dealing with me, because he can displace, can stagger me out of movements and displace me with simple hits. Oof. The Chaos Blade. Now that's always a curious one. Cursed sword of unknown origin, bearing uncanny streaks on its blade. Attacks also damage its wielder. The sword is not unlike a thing misshapen, granted life but never welcome in this world. In other words, chaos itself. So, somebody killed Quilana in the end? Or, not Quilana, Quillag? And used the giant blacksmith's power to turn their katana into the Chaos Blade? There's only the corpse of the fair lady and Quilana's in Isolith, so there might be something to this idea. The coiled sword fragment, which is going to replace Homeward Bone. Fragment of the coiled sword of a bonfire, which served its purpose long ago. Return casters to lost bonfire used for resting, or to bonfire in Firelink Shrine. Can be used repeatedly. Bonfires are linked to one another irreversibly, retaining their affinity long after their purpose is exhausted. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. Wanted to have a quick look up here, but a lot of the items that I think should be around are ultimately just not in this cycle. Aldrich of the Deep. Now, one of the crackpot ideas that just sometimes randomly come up with Dark Souls, or most works from Miyazaki-san, being so heavily inspired by Berserk. These thrones do kind of give a God Hand feeling to me, even if the characters mostly don't. So I wonder if the more recent chapters of Berserk had been closer to the release of Dark Souls 3, there being pictures of a second set of God Hand. I wonder if these 5 thrones would have been differently labeled. Wouldn't that, well, to me personally, I think it would add a lot to the ideas presented in Dark Souls 3, the world of Dark Souls 3, if the Untended Graves, if they are indeed supposed to be early in time, if they had different thrones. The Shrine Handmaid.
Well, fancy that. A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell.
That is correct.
Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee?
Purchase. The Priestess Ring. In Lothric, the High Priestess has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule. The High Priestess also served as the prince's wet nurse, which is why Emma is so So worried about young Lothric. And the Wolf Knight, which, well, don't need.
Best not tarry long.
Yeah. The blacksmith's hammer. Now, is there something back here? Yes, there is. Hollow's ashes. Oh, there it is. Umbral ash of a hollow who faithfully served a woman only to become separated from her. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. It takes but a brief glance at this thing to easily envision Londo, the foreboding land of hollows. A strand of white hair in the hand. And of course, there is the other side that holds the item that I first believed to be in the tower. Of course, is not in the tower, but rather it's being kept here. The eyes of a firekeeper. It's the thing I need. Oh, not key item. Reveals horrors to the sightless firekeeper. A pair of dark eyes, said to be the eyes of the first firekeeper, and the light that was lost by all firekeepers to come. It reveals to the sightless firekeepers things that they should never see. Maybe it reveals actual darkness. Oh yeah, I need one place I have not been to. Well, two places I have not been to. Nothing where Patches usually sits. Giant tree. And this is not openable. Can go up there, but it serves no purpose. So let's head back to the shrine and let's commit high treason.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Give the eyes.
Ashen One, are these eyes? How gracious of thee, Ashen One. The very things we firekeepers have been missing.
And thus the music changes.
Ashen One, my thanks for the eyes thou hast given. But firekeepers are not meant to have eyes. It is forbidden. These will reveal through a sliver of light frightful images of betrayal. A world without fire. Ashen One, is this truly thy wish?
Yes.
Of course. I serve thee and will do as thou bidst. This will be our private affair. No one else may know of this. Stay thy path. Find lords to link the fire, and I will blindly tend to the flame until the day of thy grand betrayal. Ashen One, forgive me if this soundeth strange. The eyes show a world without fire. A vast stretch of darkness. But 'tis different to what is seen when stripped of vision. In the far distance, I sense the presence of tiny flames, like precious embers, left to us by past lords, linkers of the fire. Could this be what draws me to this strangely enticing darkness?
It is a cycle after all.
Ashen One, if thine heart should bend, kill me and strip these eyes from my person. I will return as the Firekeeper I once was, as it has always been. Ashen One, if killed, I will as it is. Farewell, Ashen One, mayst thou thy peace discover.
Do very much enjoy the alternate Firelink Shrine theme. Mayst thou thy peace discovered. $40,000. Oh yeah.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me, take note. Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover.
At first she sounds broken by the mere idea of betraying what she's been working her whole life for. But after the second additional couple of lines of dialogue, she's able to draw some strength from the idea. And I think the farewell now actually sounds somewhat upbeat, hopeful even. Boom. So once more, no, not the cove, to Irifil Dungeon. It's time to unlock. No, I don't need to leave that far. This should be the place I need to go. It doesn't look like it. Nope. This ain't the place. Yeah. Wrong elevator. Bye. Then again. It's just a couple of rants between me and... Might as well. Just a couple of rats, he says. No, don't get gnawed on. Bye. Getting that one early might also be nice. 2 for 1. Did I notice? No, not really. I need to switch. It's this one. And then we wait. No, was quick. Was quick. As I travel to Chunk City. Now I will say, I currently don't really know how good or bad I'll be able to deal with the Wyvern. The Wyvern is another one of those bosses. Aldrich, well, I died what, 3 times? 2 times? Aldrich is a fundamental problem for me that I just don't really know how to figure out. And no matter what I do, I end up doing or falling for some terrible snake people of Archdragon Peak. Snake is life. Really hard to see HP bar. Anyway, and whilst I'm not quite as bad as at the Wyvern as I am at Aldrich, it's still not far from sheer incompetence. I mean, I once managed to do the short kill or the quick kill. One where you lure it to the side and jump on its head. And admittedly, that is kind of funny. But and there's stuff like this. Dragon Great Shield. probably gonna get roasted. That's what I'm trying to allude to. Especially if I do keep doing things like this. Nope. Yeah. Well, no time like the present. There's also the the fact that I keep missing the head once the Nameless King statues. Hi. Ah! Don't be like that. There's the ambush squad. Oh, come. Try to roast me. But all that happened is I got killed by a ladder combo. Who doesn't like dying to a ladder combo, eh? Oh, come on. On PC or plunging attack. Feels like I should have missed that, going by my experiences so far. Or maybe having my strange sort of expectations sometimes pays off. Maybe that's it. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Bring, bring.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch the darkness within me, take nourishment.
Meant from these sorrowless souls.
Farewell, Ashen.
Ah, how
Yeah, I have the hollow's
gracious.
ashes.
Pass, let this. I only hope these.
To have the purging stones before, I don't quite know. It's just so much in her inventory now. It's not really feasible
Ashen.
to recall what.
Aha, that's all.
What's actually new and what is not. There's Gundyr's halberd. Halberd of Gundyr, the champion, received when he was charged with his duty. This old cast iron halberd has the power to break poise and is said to never crumble, seeming to suggest that Gundyr was fated to eternal service from the beginning. Also a fun little item to use for a more quality type of build, I felt. Or maybe, well, still strength centric, but more dex. The prisoner's chain. Portion of a steel chain used to restrain Gundyr. Gain vigor, endurance and vitality, but take extra damage. A prisoner is one who has staked everything on a belief. A proclivity most apparent in the greatest of champions. I'll get...
I took the mantle of Lord of Cinder of mine own volition. I speak these words with pride. Choose thy fate alone. Seize it with thine own hands. All the more should thy fate entail such foul betrayal.
You listened in!
Aha, that so. I took the mantle, choose all the...
Either he listened in or she already ratted us out. Thought we ought to keep this to ourselves. But she probably doesn't have much.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take note.
Despite there being a couple of people here now, she probably doesn't really
Farewell, Maester.
get to talk to a lot of people. Trying to be understanding here. Nah, still not. No dice and changing Havels. It's like any other. Well. How much does that take? 3%. That's about 3% extra damage. or 3% less absorption. I'm not too keen. Bump, bump, bump. Travel. At this point in the game, there's now only... From the main game, there's now only the rest of Archdragon Peak left, which means the Nameless King is, well, the only boss that's still missing. As I did... Well, if it were main game only, I'd be approaching the end-ish. It's the Nameless King left to deal with. And in Lothric there's only Prince Lothric left to deal with. Then of course the Soul of Cinder. And that should be it. If I'm not gravely mistaken about something. Of course, there is still both the Ashes of Ariandel DLC and the Ringed City, which, well, are the two things I'm looking forward to the most. Now, it's just not even 3.5 hours. Still, I'm gonna keep it short today. This is where I'm going to call it. I'm gonna head back to Firelink. Shouldn't have ported here anyway, because I do wanna explore the remainder of Archdragon Peak a little more leisurely, and well, dealing with the remainder of Lothric, the archives, and subsequently the rooftops, is something that's always more of a pain, and I probably want to do that as its own thing. Or I want to be not more fresh. Hard to tell. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even really know what I want to say right now. More importantly, it's gonna be a bit before I pick this game up again, probably on Sunday? Something like that, or Monday next week even. So it's gonna be a while. I want to do Anor tomorrow, because I'm not gonna do any, I'm out all day on Thursday, and I'm also I have plans for Friday all day as well. So the earliest I'll be able to play a game again is going to be Saturday, which is likely going to be either Age of Wonders or Anor again. Unless I get taken by the idea of trying to push to the Nameless King. But I wrote when I started the series that I can't wait to fight the Nameless King again. But truth be told, he is one of the fights I dislike the most, or disliked the most. It's not as bad anymore as it was earlier, a long time ago actually. But favorite's a bit of a stretch. The fights I'm actually looking forward to the most are Gale and Medea, which are going to be the last two fights that I'm going to do. I'm also kind of looking forward to Elfride and Father Ariandel, but those can be quite annoying as well, so that's more of a masochistic stroke that's coming to light there. And the rest is a bit of a mixed bag in my opinion. Basically, the moment I killed the Dragonslayer Armor, which was one of the few fights I actually felt kinda I was getting into my flow. The moment I had the Dragonslayer Greataxe and upgraded it to +5, I switched from a mid-game character to a very late-game character because, well, probably in parts because now I can actually utilize most of the stats I've been pumping up over the last 2 to 3 sessions. So I actually deal damage now. There is the fact also that's a big part of the a big part of the Dragonslayer Greataxe's fidelity for me personally is the fact that it staggers so hard. Most humanoid enemies are basically a pushover now, to be quite honest and fair. So it is a bit of an easy mode. But then again, as the Dragonkin or snake people, more realistically speaking, do show, you get lured into this false sense of security. The moment they come close and the large overhead does not actually. Yeah, she's thankfully she's sitting over there. They don't actually get splattered to the ground. You're kind of in trouble. Despite the fact that the greatest boon of this move is just how much hyper armor you get during the wind up. There aren't many weapons or attacks that actually throw you over. So or knock you out of it, so it's quite easy to hit most of the times. A lot of the large two-handed weapons will still manage, and I do think a shield bash could also, but I think it has to be a great shield, like the great shield or spear wielding Lothric knights. So it's not a cure-all against or a perfect item or weapon to use against any enemy, but there are some bosses and some encounters that just get trounced. The Abyss Watchers will be the most prominent one. If you, I'm looking forward to that fight on New Game Plus, because, well, it's probably not gonna be a fight at all. I don't know why or how much I leveled, but I do believe I was able in one New Game Plus playthrough to two-shot each phase with the charged L2 of the L2 weapon art. So yeah, about that, eh? They're gonna have a bad time. Gundyr showed a bit, also showed quite well how much damage I'm currently dealing. That staggered hit of 1,800 or what it was, that's kind of ridiculous. Of course, him and his stone armor should take extra damage from lightning. So I don't know if he actually is weak to lightning from a numbers point of view, but it felt like it just then. Gundyr is a bit of a sad example for what this weapon can do, as well. It obliterated him. And the Gundyr fight, in and of itself, can be quite the fun encounter. Now, luckily, both Midir and Gale have so much HP that they won't fold quite that easily. I know that's, or well, I say, you know. Then again. Now, if I immediately correct myself and be more truthful about how much I actually know, then I do have to admit that I can't really tell because I have this strange habit of doing Soulsborne DLCs on most characters in New Game Plus for the first time. It's all the characters that I made before the DLC came out, and then I took them into New Game Plus, and well, that's where you have to deal with the bosses of the DLC afterwards. So Ring City is one of those DLCs that I, for the very first time, cleared on New Game Plus, which does skewer the general perception of how much HP something, or everything even, has quite a bit. But then again, New Game Plus still usually easier than the rest. Or the New Game. Because you have a build by that point. You have a weapon. Most of the game, the first scale up is more to sort of a plateau, I feel. Then or I don't think it keeps the slope. Is the best thing I can come up with. The general way how things scale from the earliest areas to the later areas. The same. It feels like yeah, I guess it's too difficult for me right now. Just a good reason to stop. Anyway, yeah. New Game Plus, eh? Am I right? Now, I will be taking this character in the New Game Plus 2 at this point. I've gathered all the rings so far that I could find, and I will continue doing so, which also means that I'm going to have to collect all the rings in New Game and New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus that are only available in those playthroughs, even despite the fact that there are +3 versions and even a +4 version of a ring in the Ring City DLC. What I do not know, and which I would like to very much know, is if the Fire Fades edition requires all the items from the DLC as well for the respective trophies, or if it just, like before, requires only the new ones, the old ones. I mean, not the new ones. Either way, I am done. Dragonslayer Greataxe in hand. Boom. Ending currently locked in. I will not go the Betrayal route, by the way. I will take the normal version, as I like. It is my favorite ending of this game, personally. Right aside to the Painter Girl ending, which is more of a headcanon thing, if we are truly honest. Or at least it does not have a cinematic. But. Yeah. We are now no longer a scrub with a long sword and 35 strength. That doesn't really make use of it. We are now wielding the power of the gods. Well, that would have been more impressive if it actually the power of the gods. Boom. And once more. Oh, I do have 3 more in me. Come on. Boom. Don't have enough stamina. Not for 3 in a row, which I need to get there. There. How many attacks do I have currently? 1, 2, 3. does not take very long for a fourth one to come out. The moment we can hack 4 times, or well, each consecutive hack we can add to the two-handed chain it's gonna be helpful in many a way. It's my revenge for getting stagger locked in Demon Souls, basically all the time. Now I am the stagger lock. I can't wait to get parried. Anyway, yeah. That's all for today. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Anno. Still some islands that need to be taken over. Oh well. I could take over 2 islands from von Malsing to get him out of the center of the region and have full control over the area. Leave him on this one tiny little island off to the side, but then again I might as well buy him out entirely at that point. And well, there's gonna be a surge of workers moving into Reichenau, which, yeah, is gonna be probably the main focus. Just moving in more people, growing, maybe trying to get a couple of whatchamacallits, more legendary visitors. That's gonna be it for today, and that's as well the plan for tomorrow. I do hope to see people around. Bye.